Alright, my name is Dominus, Dominus Boom. I was reading an article about an interracial couple. I don't know if the chick was white or black or Chinese or Latino or whatever she was, or if the guy was, but I do remember it was an interracial couple, and the headline said something like, we've been married for 7 years, and the chick married him knowing he was gay, and they just can't seem to pray the gay away. I've been going through these events, or what's the right word, happenings, psychological happenings, where I've been questioning my my authenticity to tell myself the truth. So I went to an all-white school, and growing up, my parents, they were worth, some M's, and so we had lake houses and mansions and shit like that, nice cars, but I noticed something about my my upcoming is, I was the one of 6 black kids in my high school, and the rest were white, and there was a handful of other races too, that were similar in nature of that differed from white people. So growing up, I noticed or acknowledged that white women tend to not like me, and that led to me asking at 28 years old, like, why do I still like white women? So maybe about 6-8 months ago, I told myself, like, white women do not like me, and I'll say it for this. Well, I'll say it like this, white, Latina, Indian, Chinese, whatever the fuck they may be, if they're not black, they don't like me. So but more in general, it's white women, because growing up, that's really all I liked, because that was all I was surrounded by. So I developed a kind of affection for white women. But the funny thing about it is, these women didn't like me. So 8 months ago, I told myself, like, hey, I don't like white women anymore. But every time when I see a white woman, or I guess I'll say pretty white, or Chinese, or Asian, or Latino, or whatever the hell they might be, not black, I'll kind of like on them. And I've even gotten over the point where I see a pretty woman, and that isn't black, and I won't like them right away. But I always find myself you know, thinking about white women, or yeah, more generally white women, and I'm like, what the hell? So how do I pray the white women away? You know, and that might come off as weird or racist or something of that nature, but you have to get where I'm coming from. Every instance of you know, me interacting with, you know, a white woman, you know, they don't like me. And you know, this might sound funny, but you know, I might be ugly to you or something, or unattractive is the more better suited word. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. But my thoughts about white women, you know, I used to be obsessed with them. You know, I used to really be into them. You know, now I'm just kind of indifferent about them. You know, trying to wish them away. And you know, that kind of coincides with you know, my grandma was a white woman. My mom is, you know, she's mixed, but you know, her skin tone is white. But anyhow, for the future, you know, I don't want to like, you know, women that don't like me. You know, that you know, not to be funny, but you know, white or you know, not liking me or whatever, you know, I shouldn't have to like you. So I'm thinking to myself, like, who's making me like white women? Does God exist? Does the devil exist? You know, what's the point of me liking white women? You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess that's all I want to say. This is like my first YouTube video, so you know, if you see this, and you know, it is kind of a peculiar situation. You know, I don't see, you know, anyone else have the problems I have, but you know, it's weird because you know, I see a lot of interracial dating, so you know, I don't take you know, these individuals that differ from my race as, you know, racist or anything. So it's not a racial matter, because you know, I see a lot of you know, interracial dating, but you know, a lot you know, I don't know. Anyways, tell me what you think if you see this video.